Good morning, great day, great day, great day. Time for toast. I know, brother. I tell you, where was you last night? I'm gonna let it populate. I'll let y'all know what's going on. Nothing bad, nothing bad. Oh man, the signal for the broadcast is bad, but it appears that we are up on Facebook. Just the signal just went out. Black signal has been sent out. At least I think it has. No, here we go. Black signal is out. We are live now. Let's handle it. Just sent the black signal out. Boom. All right. I got to go and check my statistics on that later on. So it appears that we are up on Facebook. We are up. Well, no, I don't look like we up on Facebook. Hold on. Okay, we are up on our Facebook page, but I don't think we up on Facebook right now on the regular stream. So, uh-oh. I gotta go up to the top. Let's see who's at the top. All right, we had it was a post. Okay, we up on our Facebook page. Hopefully y'all got to see. So the black symbol is out. That's good. Good news. Good news. All right, so we are up and we are moving with steam on. Um, we are on Gye-Nyame Journey YouTube. We are on Hot Tim's Facebook, YouTube. We are up on Periscope. We are up on Stream.me. We are up on Hot Tim's Facebook page, and we are up on Gye-Nyame Journey's Facebook page. I want to say good morning to all of y'all. I'm not using all these things to the fullest as of yet. You know what I'm saying? As the viewership go up, we'll expand platform. Maybe even start eliminating platforms as more people start finding out about what we're doing. I'm gonna say great Ujima to each and every last one of y'all that may be out there. Let me open up the chat so that people can go and comment. So now the chat is open. Hopefully only one window open up for me. Okay, cool. So I can see what we talking about this morning. I know. Didn't do the show last night. Brother didn't do the show last night. Well, I got in, I took one of those 7 o'clock naps. So as I get older, I'm starting to learn a little bit more about myself. First off, anytime I go to sleep after 6 or 7 o'clock, I'm not getting back up. I used to be able to do that, but thank God for age. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's a great day when a brother can just realize that, hey, I'm old. I love it. So first off, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. This is, hold on, let me make sure she up. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Girl. Ooh, you was hyped this morning, right? You got a long rest yesterday. Of course, this is a Heart of a Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast. We strive to blow up your old paradigms. Grab your glass, grab your water. Mr. Daily. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Live silent. Take your breath and drink some water. Come on. Take your breath. Oh, man. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your water, twist the cap, lift it for, just lift it with it. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, live, or live? Now move your body and drink some water. Stretch. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, move, and drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, live, toast, dance. Take your breath. Lift and warm. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. You know what I should have said? Should have said, breathe, live, move, drink. Oh, it should have been told. But take your breath. Lift and warm. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Uh-oh, we got people on the chat. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass. Take your breath. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Y'all know the rules. You gotta drink the water. You gotta drink a health drink. Remember, family, we're feeling the health. Breathing. Drinking proper water. Go to the appropriate diet. And move. Even if you can't dance like me. Drink, 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 drink. Shouts out to Miss Stephanie. Shouts out to Brother Calvin, Kwame, Keechla. I see y'all out there. Thank you for the support. Now for those that want to get the signal, I think we got a doctor in the house. What's up, Dr. Stephanie? What's going on? All right, now family, check this out. Check this out. So once again, like I said, as I get older, I learn, you know what I'm saying? Every age is a new age for every individual, right? And Sister Navita just joined us. Family, listen. As you get older, now I'm speaking to the choir. Listen, you learn about your body. So I said, I'm gonna take me a nap. I did it again. I said, well, I'm the master of me. I could lay down for an hour. Actually, I set my alarm for 45 minutes. I said, Google, wake me up in 45 minutes. Your alarm has been set for 8:14. Yeah. Put me on a YouTube video. Did some study. 8:15, alarm went off. Opened my eyes, cut the alarm off. YouTube kept playing. 9 o'clock, my daughter came, said, Daddy, you got to do your show. Okay. Went back to sleep. I said, man, 11 o'clock, I woke up. Man, it is what it is, right? So let me read the folktale for y'all, and we hopefully could discuss it this weekend. Y'all know we be having the backup shows, right? And the folktale for this week is The Fox and the Bramble. I don't know how good of a conversation we would have had with this one. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them was just like straightforward, right? A fox was mourning a hedge. My fault, a fox was mounting a hedge. I don't know what a fox was doing on top of a hedge, but hey, when he lost his footing and caught hold of a bramble to save himself, having pricked and grievously tarred the soles of his feet, he accused the bramble because when he had fled to her for assistance, she had used him worse than the hedge itself. The bramble interrupted him, said, "But you really must have been out of your senses to fasten yourself on me, who am myself always accustomed to fasten upon others." You know, I mean, a lot of different proverbs and folk tales come to mind from that one. You know what I'm saying? First off, I don't know what the fox was doing on top of the hedge. So one, placement is very important. Very important. I try to tell my young people all the time. I say, listen, most of the time when trouble follows when you are out of place, you're not on purpose. You're in an accidental situation. What's one of our principles? Purpose. Okay, be on purpose. When you're on purpose, you rarely get in trouble, right? Unless the purpose is to cause a disturbance. Now there are good purposes for doing that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be clear about that's your purpose and that's what you want. So when they come and get you, you already know. You ain't got to act surprised. Hey, why are you taking me away? Hey, I mean, just imagine the civil rights. Everybody screaming, "Hey, why you arrested me?" No, no, they went willingly because the goal, the purpose was to do what? Cause a disturbance so that they could be taken away to make their mission, their idea, to spread the idea, because when you get arrested, it causes a media attention. So speaking of media attention, we have the whole Kevin Hart issue. We spoke about that on Kaumba, or maybe it was Imani. I think it was Imani. We spoke about it on Imani, well, we spoke about it maybe both those days, Kaumba and Imani, and maybe even on a little bit on last Ujima. Hopefully, y'all speaking the language, so y'all see what's going on here. I'm able to go a little bit more into our language. It slows others down that might not be up up to speed with us. So wait till we start adding the other words and stuff like that. When we are able to really conversate, like, and because just one word in a place where people feel that is out of place will throw off people's whole thought process, and they will not be able to follow. You understand what I'm saying? They hear a word, it's strange to them, boom, they out your conversation. Um, so, and speaking of news, we got the whole Kevin Hart uh, incident, right? And this is one of the things that you start noticing about the system that we are in, because people, we got to, I mean, hopefully people understand by now that, it's their responsibility to stay on top. That's what they believe. It's their purpose to stay on top. So they always have to slap us. But when they slap us, one of the things that's crazy is a lot of us have taken off any any protection because we go into what's raceless. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of these people with money talking about how raceless it is. You know what I'm saying? All the way up until they get, you know what I'm saying? They get hit. Then the whole race thing come in. Or you can't even bring the race thing in because you said, hey, it's raceless. I done worked hard and got where I got. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand, family, because there's this illusion that a lot of, especially us, have, right? Where we say, I worked hard to get where I am and I deserve it because I worked hard. But the fact of the matter is, I know some of y'all might get hurt about this, The fact of the matter is that everything that you're doing is the result of actions and choices that others have made, especially that look like you. Now, yeah, we had others that did stuff and created stuff and caused problems, but a majority of what we are able to get today was because others that looked like us, that was at the same stage as we are, and was just as talented, just as smart, just as able to fast learn. They were able to do something or make a sacrifice to make it possible for you to get what you get. So when you get there and you start talking this raceless language, you know what I'm saying? You're doing nothing but falling into the trap of this game called white supremacy, of this illusion called white supremacy. Because in order for something to be supreme, like in order for them to make it supreme, they got to act like it don't exist. And a lot of us make them feel comfortable when we get into the circles with them because they're able to be comfortable with us. And then they can act like they don't understand what's going on. When in fact we know that they understand. Y'all know y'all be walking away from some of the conversation you have like, this motherfucker know this. There's no way you could tell me that they went their whole life and didn't know that a lot of the opportunities that they had. I ain't talking about you. See, because you got to understand that individuals make sacrifices for you, but you also have to understand a whole bunch of people made sacrifices for them, and in fact, they was able to monetize the sacrifices and was able to keep the monetization, to keep the money, so that they could be able to pass it down to the generations after them. Your ancestors, in many cases, were not able to monetize their sacrifices, was not able to monetize off of the sacrifices of others. Probably wouldn't have did it if they could. So we dealing in the world. So, with Kevin Hart, people like, what I don't, a lot of that shit I don't even think about. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Because I'm sitting up here after I hear motherfuckers say, I am where I am because of my hard work, because of my hustle. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Because of your hustle? Nigga, are you serious? I mean, really? See, because now you have disconnected yourself from the work of your ancestors, so I can't support shit that you do. I can't. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons why I don't listen to as many of the motivational pieces that I used to, because it's like they're talking about the individual effort, which, family, don't get me wrong, is important. Your individual effort is key. Don't get me wrong on that. But when you chop everything that you got up to your individual effort, you are showing me that you are not part of my tribe, so I can't fuck with you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And we have to start really looking and discussing and having conversations with people and start really realizing where they at. Because if they can't give it up to those that came before them in some form or fashion, other than when they're cornered, or other than when white reality takes a scratch out their ass, I ain't got no holler for them. I ain't got no holler for them, because as these times come, we're going to start seeing a lot of people coming back to claim blackness. And we need to be stingy as fuck with it this time. No, you stay over there. Keep your ass over. Nope, stay. Nope, nope. And y'all better not speak up for them. You know what I'm saying? You better not speak. Let that motherfucker stay over there. Right? They chose sides. Let them stay over there. Because it's coming back. Right? It's like 20-year cycles. All right? 20-year cycles. It's coming back. And this time, like I said, those of us that are approaching our 50s, late 40s, early 50s, we done seen this shit before. And we should be able to grab some young people and grab them around us and give them love and walk them through it in a way that we wasn't able to be walked through. Because a lot of our elders, during the last time it came through, because we was young last time it came through, right? last time the consciousness came through like it's about to come through, they weren't able to guide us. A lot of them were still shell shocked. You know what I'm saying? I could get some stuff from them, but they couldn't guide us. Right now, family, we are able to grab those young people that's coming up, those young giants that's coming up now, and we can start getting them ready because we know how it's coming. We know how the change is gonna come. What do you mean, how, Tim? I remember walking into a house with a stick, a cane, and an African medallion, and saw one video and came out the house, and the whole world around me changed. It went from vainglorious. This is protected by the red, black, and the green. With the key, sissy. It went from that to with niggas with attitudes. Jerry curls even came back for a little bit. I was like, oh my, what in the fuck just happened? It was like one night, I swear, one night, some good weed, and it was done. So we have to prepare our young people for it so that we could take full advantage of what's coming. And hopefully with these tax cuts that's coming, see, because what usually causes people to move into consciousness, this is why our ancestors structured rites of passage in the way it is. Because a lot of people want to a lot of people want rites of passage, but they want it European style. Now, I ain't gonna say they wrong for that, right? But it's like we have to be able to adjust to the moment. So everything is not going to be scripted out. So we have to teach our kids. So for example, I tell my young people all the time, as well as the adults around me, dude, I could do a presentation with 20 minutes of preparation. Actually, I could be sitting in the room and you call me up and I could go straight in. I go straight into the zone. I've trained myself for that shit. So what I'm telling my young people, what I'm setting an example for my young people is that you need to be able to go into the zone at any given time. So this means you are going to have to be abreast on many different things. Not saying that you're not going to master one, but you're going to have to be able to, whatever you focus on, be able to take it and structure it for the room that you are in at any given time. That's true warriorship. You know what I'm saying? As a warrior on the battlefield, if I'm using an M16 and my enemy is using an AK-47 and my M16 run out of rounds, I need to be able to pick up the AK-47 and know how to use it. I need to be able to know how to load it. I need to be able to grab a bayonet and take care of myself. I need to be able to throw dirt in somebody's face and use my boots as a goddamn weapon. I need to be able to take my belt off if my boots is wore down and choke the shit out somebody. So on the battlefield, if it's like that on the battlefield, why is it not like that on the academic field and the educational field? I need to be able to use my reading, my math, everything that my reading, my math, and everything that I have been learning over the last few years as a weapon when it comes time for me to get up. Brother Kwame, thanks for the conference call last night. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to ask about that. So let me go and put on my music. I was supposed to have on, I have people creating music for me and I don't be using it and shit. So let's go. I got to download another one. So maybe let's try to shine light. All right. So family, we need to go and drink our water. Oh, for those that I posted up, and if you have young people around you, let me tell you what happened to me the other day. So I found this thing called Cannon's class. This is for those that don't know, Nick Cannon enrolled himself as a student at Howard University, and he's fallen up under the tutelage of Greg Kamathi Carr. And those of you that are in the Ohio State part of my circle will know who I'm talking about, right? And he put on a YouTube he created a YouTube show called Cannon's Class, and real good content. You know what I'm saying? Smart young dude. And then of course he has Greg on there, and then through his connections on Howard University with Greg being a chair, he has access to those different doctors, those different experts in those fields, and he be bringing them on. And I was riding in my car because actually I was riding in my wife's car because my van is through. I got it, so I'm riding in a small car. So if you need a ride, it's gonna be a tight ride. Well, anyway, so I'm riding and I'm playing it because I had to take one of my nephews to a basketball game because he's testing for his black belt, which Cleve should be testing for, but Cleve fell off. Cleve don't like that. That type of stuff. You know. Who? Who? Who smoked weed? You said you smoked weed before. So what? Have I smoked weed? Yeah. What you want me to say to that? I don't know. I smoked a whole lot of weed, Cleve. I smoked all types of weed. You know what I'm saying? What? So why are you interested in whether I smoke weed or not? Because you said it on there, I just wanted to know. I said it on here, so what? I supposed to be like, no. I'm supposed to lie to you? Kidding. Huh? I thought you were just kidding. Oh, he thought I was just kidding. Let's get that young man. He don't know no better. Let's give him a round of applause. Because in his ignorance, he don't know. I guess as far as he's concerned, I've always been his father, right? I've always been an old dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. Y'all ain't doing nothing except social media. And we had billboards. I used to post shit up on boards. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to post back in the day too. You know what I'm saying? So, don't lie to your kids, family. Don't lie to your kids about what you used to do. Because one, it gives them an opportunity to see you in a different light. But also, two, it lets them know, you know what I'm saying, where you might have went wrong and where they can actually be better than you. By you hiding the shit that you used to do from your children, by you hiding the struggles from your children, you're robbing them from a very important lesson because they can see what you struggle with. They can see what you struggle with and be like, damn, because one of the things my dad never did to me, my dad never lied to me. We might have not got along, but he never lied to me. He never lied to me about his relationships. He never lied to me about how many kids he had. He never lied to me about his personal issues. So that I was able to make an evaluation on whether I wanted to walk that path or not. He never stopped me from doing anything that I wanted to do, but he never lied to me. So I always got to have respect for him. That's why he on the list. You understand what I'm saying? Never lied to me. Never, you know what I'm saying? When I gave me a key to his house, even though he knew he might not be there that long. You know what I'm saying? All that. Come on. This is what I'm doing. Blah, blah, blah. You want to do that? Let me help you. Let me help you do it right. You want to be a criminal? Let me help you do it right. You want to go to school? Let me help you do it right. You understand? If you're going, because you're going to end up going to jail. So let me tell you how to handle that. Like, shit. I don't think I want. No, I'm going to stay on campus. Sorry, Pops. Thanks for the tutorial. Shit. I don't know. I don't want this. You want this life? Want that girl? Yeah. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Too much information here. But yeah, that's the type of relationship we had. You know what I'm saying? Never lied to me. And you got to have respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Dude, this is a fucked up life I'm living. You know what I'm saying? And if you want this, let me show you how to do it. If you don't want this, stay right over there and do what you're doing, because you're doing good. All right? So let's go and put on some other music so we get through this libation. I'm gonna drink this water. Drink your water with me, family. Thanks for singing the song. See, I got people that be like, drink your water. I mean, it be bug me out sometimes. I see people be like, drink your water. No. Maybe I gotta put down this beer. Man, so family, I want to thank everybody that take the time to join us and who be making comments, man. Y'all the bomb, right? So, and like I said, I apologize for the show last night. I slept because we didn't have a Kwanzaa meeting. So, because usually I would have stuff that keeps me up until 9 p.m. And speaking of Kwanzaa, family, we still need donations and we still need people put your shingle up in the directory. I don't care where you are. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you just want to help us put up the page for the ancestors, come on. Make a donation and in the donation box put this is for, what is it called? The Daily Toast page. We got 2 pages. I'm getting 2 pages. I was supposed to pay for them yesterday. I'm paying for them today. I promise. So I was thinking about getting a booth at Kwanzaa, but I'm not going to get a booth because I won't be able to work it because I'm going to be on the mic. But I was going to put Gina and them on the booth, you know, because Gina, she did all right. But they have to be out in the hallway, and I want Gina to catch as much of the Kwanzaa celebration as she can. So, and then because Sasha, of course, going to want to go where Gina go, you know, and I wanted Gina to be doing business. So maybe I might give them a table at when we do Kwanzaa on the Nia, which will be that Imani. It will be the Imani of the Kwanzaa. All right, let me be clear. It'll be Imani Day, but it'll be Nia. And I'm thinking about maybe getting Gina a booth so that she gonna push off some Daily Toaster shirts and some of the books. Because I'm gonna have a few books. I gotta get some of the books too. So, all right, so let's go and drink this water. Make sure you get your full amount. You ain't drinking your whole body weight right now. Please don't do that. Don't do that. But get a nice portion. Right now I'm doing almost 34. It's 33.8, I think. Nothing like starting your day by getting your water in you. Get those joints loose. Get your inner ocean flowing. What day are we at the school? It's that Nia. I think it's the 30th. No, it can't be the 30th. Because the 30th would be, as far as Kwanzaa, Kaumba. I think we're doing Nia. Let me find it. Well, Gina just gave me the calendar. Hold on. This is not the finalized schedule. Oh, so it's on Imani, it's near December 30th. Okay, my fault. Yeah, okay, cool. It's December 30th. And that will be at the Millennium Community School. We're gonna have the divine conversations that morning. Then we're gonna have a family feast, and then from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. is gonna be us. So we got several options. Because I was thinking about possibly a movie and discussion, or possibly just running through and doing a Gye-Nyame journey training, or having a community meeting type thing. You know what I'm saying? Discussion. What is the purpose of us coming together? You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. What are some of the goals that we might have? I mean, like a public forum type thing. I don't know. I'm still thinking, man. I'm still thinking. I haven't sat down with the team yet, which in a sense I have sat down with them, but the conversation didn't come up, and I'm just like, what are we gonna do? What we gonna do? I mean, we got so many options because, like I said, I'd probably get the martial arts dude to come in and he could do a demonstration, and we could go on and do the work with some of the other, with some of the young people that's there, as well as some of the elders, and get into playing a man collar game, possibly put some money up. Are we hosting that day? Yup, December 30th. We are hosting that day. Mm. Water down, family. So, uh, I'm gonna have to get, and we're gonna have to sit down, brother Kwame, sister Navita. I gotta go. I gotta get Miss Tracy. I gotta get all of us in the same room because we moving. So I mean, it's crazy. Be moving. For my family, be moving in so many different directions, family, and I'm not mad at it because all the directions people are handling business. So, the flyer for the school is done. So the school will be having an ad in the book. I just have to go and get it in. I got very few days. Oh no, I got less than 2 days to get it in. So I got to get that in. And then after that, during that, I got to go and finish typing in these names. I think I'm gonna take the book with me today, so I could do that. So if I get some time, well, actually, I'm gonna be able to do it at all today during the day because my day is full. We're gonna finish up the ancestor piece, get it all together, have it nice and neat. I'm gonna print it up, have it over here, so when this book do finally tear, I ain't got to worry about it. And I think during this Kwanzaa season, I'm going to find me a nice leather, a book like this, bound like that. This is one of the gifts I got from the school. The great organizer be hooking a brother up. Should say, well, got some nice gifts to pick from. They already know what I'm gonna take. So, but this one didn't have I should have noticed that the binding on it wasn't that good. So, but it was so pretty. It was so beautiful. I said, man, I got to get that. I got to get that. See, but that's messed up. But it was still pretty. And y'all can see as right now when I started typing it into another book, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's just let the ghost go. It's just say let it go. Let us go. So we're gonna let this book, we're gonna retire this book, and we're gonna start a whole new one because all of these ancestors that's in here will be moved onto a sheet so that I'll be able to pull it down and read it just like I read this main sheet. So we'll have two main sheets, and we'll have another new book for any newcomers that will be entered into our books. To any new people that will be into entering our ancestral tribe, as well as individuals that's entering our tribe. Let me know what you need from me. I am at the service of, what did he say? This thing pops up and I can't see nothing. All right, I'll wait. So let's go, family. Time for the toast. Everybody grab them glasses. Get your health drink together. Get your mind right. We're about to call on the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator, calling that great source, that great power from which we all come from, right? By whatever name you choose. Whatever name make you comfortable. We lifting up the glass. When you lift up the glass in your house, I lift up the glass in my house. And once we lift up the glass, family, we are united, right? So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, we pull on our magnificent list of ancestors, if I can find it. Look at it, high behind the couch. My ancestor list be traveling, right? And it travels with me too. So when I go places and I'm doing it, it goes with me. That's why I gotta laminate it. right? And the other one will be laminated, so I have both of them. And what I'm gonna do is, I got another one of these. I can make a copy of this, and then, well, actually, I could print both of them up, and I'm gonna print one where it's both. I might do two sides. I don't know. What y'all think? Let me know what you think. Should I do two separate sheets, or should I do it two-sided? Or I might do it both ways. So, because I was thinking about putting a staple, but I think it would be easier for me to have if I got it both sides. I don't know, but I need to know how y'all feel about that. All right? So call on the ancestors: Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Senator Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walton, Kristen Pendergasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman Now, Normal X, Pat, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Grinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sir Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Welly, Vita Farmer, Agos, Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Forrest M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell Slimmy, Jarrell, let me say that again, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr. Speaking of that, I haven't seen Brother Anubis in a while. Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Levita Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thorne, Frankie Quells, Urania Thorne, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineau, Elder Amitep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Had an idea, I'm sorry. Gotta jump on them when I got them, family. Kwame, man, I just thought about it. Just thought about it. I will be talking about you about this idea soon. Oh my God, my book is holding together as much as it can. Let's pull out this book and let's call on these ancestors here. We have DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Pricked Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa George, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Florence Evans, Pamela Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason, Kathy / Bradford, Thomas Bradley, Uncle, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, Georgia Haley Johnson, Archie and Martha Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Jean George, and Hallie Johnson. I'm going to get it, sis. I'm going to get it. Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Al Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula Andrew Baker, Patricia Edward Brooks, Squinlin and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, has Senior Mally Miller, Howsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Bonetta, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lil Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bet Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rachel Easley, excuse me, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Aha Reed Jr. That's incredible. I remember when that boy was born. Dang, and both those names, Shekel and Aha. I gave that to his brother and his godfather. And wow, Shekel Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Linda Howard, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael and Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, Delise Waters, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Jim Robinson, Nigella Parrish, and the one and only Basiji Falani. Shots out, shots out. All right, so we lift up our glass for our tribal ancestors, and we lift up our glass to remember them, as well as, thank them for being the foundation upon which we stand, for being the entryway for many of us to come into this realm. And we say, Ashe, from their family, We salute the day. Y'all know what it is. Today is Ujima. Ujima is your day. We're looking for Ujima, hunting it down. Family, activate the reticular formations and let's get it. Let's get out here. Let's search for Ujima. Where is it happening in our communities? Where is it happening in our schools? Where is it happening in our families? Where is this Ujima popping off? And share the pictures on Gye-Nyame Journey's timeline. For those that don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. Because y'all know we do Kwanzaa 365 around here. We do it 365. It ain't a notion around here. It's more than a notion here. You understand? So the modern principle of the day is righteousness. You know, you can contemplate on that. What does righteousness mean? What does it look like? If you see it, take a picture of it. Because it fits under Ujima. Right? If you don't have righteousness, you can't really have collective work and responsibility, right? You know, part of righteousness is being responsible, being able to work in a collective. Because if you by yourself, you don't need to be righteous. You can be a scoundrel. Righteousness is required for groups to live together, at least within the group. You understand what I'm saying? Within the group. Because if you're competing against other groups, you know what I'm saying? Don't be trifling with them. The others. You know what I'm saying? At least that's the way, I'm just, y'all got to think about this type of shit. We got to think about this because people take these principles and use them against us. All right. I thought y'all was righteous. You ain't part of us. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, really, that's how people been treating us throughout history. I'm just saying. Shit. Respect is what we teach the kids, which fits right in there too. You need respect to do collective work and to have it, respect. Blue is the color, as y'all see from my shirt. All right, light blue. Nice little pretty blue. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male energy. Male name of the day is Quakus. I don't know no Quakus. So all the Quakus, throw up your hands or something. Let me know. I want to know some Quakus. We need some Quakus on our team. And females, Akuas. I don't know. Well, Elder Tony told me. Was it? No, he said it was Elder Tony told me he knew we got some Akuas in our family. I know we got Akuas in our family, but he told me a name and I couldn't remember who it was. But anyway, I'm looking for those Quakus and Akuas. Where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? This your day. It's your day. It's your day, right? So we toast this moment, this day. We toast the time that we are in, family, because this is all we got. So we got to make it we got to make the most of it. So family, please, we lift up the glass. And we not only lift up the glass, but we lift up our hands and we lift up our minds and we lift up our spirits and we lift up our bodies to do the work in the moment because the moment is all we got. So we lift up our glass so that we can lay the foundation for our young people to stand upon. And we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our children's children unto infinity. We toast them all. We say, Ashe, into infinity. And then we move from there, we move to all of our relations, and we say, Ashe. And where we go from there, family, of course, we go to that selfish libation. I don't know, a lot of y'all get cringy when I say the word selfish. But family, every now and then, every day we need to pray for ourselves. Every day we need to toast for ourselves. Every day we need to meditate for ourselves. Every day we need to fill our cup. Especially those of you that are who is the type of person that people reach out to and they want advice from and they want to talk to and you make people feel feel good because of your presence. So family, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your cup is filled so that you can give people what they need from you. But you can't do that if you're empty, right? So what do you need? We toast, we say Ashe. Last toast, of course, goes to the most fabulous, inspiring, motivating, uplifting, strongest person in the room. You know what it is? That's you. Raise my glass to you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. I got to go and iron these clothes. We got to get on to the adventure today, and I wonder what the world is going to bring me. Lord have mercy. It's going to be, this is probably the busiest day I have. You know, it gets rough. It gets rough in education when you're about a week and a half away from uh, 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 the winter break. I'm just they crazy, man. They crazy. I need a toast. No, I'm just joking. All right, family, y'all gonna have a marvelous and beautiful day. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and taking the time to join us on the Daily Toast. For those that want to sign up for the list, I gotta remember to start doing this at the beginning. Remember, all you have to do is text toaster to 77292, and you will undoubtedly get a text somewhere between 5:15 and 5:30 on Emoja, Kuchagli, Ujima, Ujama, and Nia, unless I'm on vacation. You get a little bit later. And then on the weekends, catch me when you can, right? So, you know what I'm saying? But the text will go out when I'm doing the show. And as a daily toaster, you get all the texts. And family, I need y'all to understand this. Our family is national. Understand this. Our tribe is national. So I need y'all to understand that. I need y'all to operate in that fashion. This is what I mean, right? So you got something going on in your city, you need me to send out a mass text about, just to let people know, because sometimes, like for example, people might not be able to make it to the celebration, but they might be able to send you $10. They might be able to send you $5. We need to start using our network, and we need to start exchanging. You know what I'm saying? Doing that collective worker responsibility, right? Doing those principles of the day. What is the collective worker responsibility? Righteousness, respect. I respect you enough that if you got something going on, and if I can help with a little bit, you know, throw it out there. Boom. Remember to try to participate in this. They're trying to raise funds. You know, shit, they're in California. Okay, cool. I know I can't make it, right? Shit. Send $10 if you got it. I know, because I know it's kind of hard for black folks, but I know we be having some little extra change that we could send. And with some of these cash apps and PayPal, you ain't got the you don't even pay a fee, right? So let's get some of this money moving within our community, within our tribe, not just for one individual, but just for very. So we are exchanging, right? We're practicing. We got that. We get that energy flowing. We got to understand that this currency, that these resources, these economic resources that we're going to be talking about a little bit tomorrow, we have to get them flowing. If they're not flowing in our community, that means that, our body, our how can I put it, our community body is sick, our tribal body is sick. So we got to get fun flowing between us, right? So with that, lift up my glass. Let me read Kwame's text. Kwame put another text. He said, "Are we hosting the day after?" Dang, a whole lot. Let me know what you need from me. I am at the service of Master G. Uh-oh. Both sides. I don't know what you meant by that, Demetrius Miller, but thank you, sir. Shouts out to Sister Sack Matt. One love back to you, Brother Kwame. Jingle bells, yeah, jingle bells right here, man. The jingle bells is causing hell. Dang, see, I didn't see that until just now, and I know. Let me see. All right, cool. We about to get it, family. So I'm out. Let me. Yeah, it's almost time for me. All right. You have y'all? Well, I don't know. Iron is like a meditation. Well, I ain't even gonna say like. Iron is like, for me, ironing is like meditation. Sometimes dishwashing can do that. I think I might end up washing the dishes too. So, you know, allow you to fall and just be quiet and really think about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And just focus. It's therapy. Don't be so hard when you think about it like that. Make sure I got everybody's comments. Got everybody's comments. Family, it was a pleasure. And I will see you in about 23 hours. 20, 24. 24 and some change. Shit.